What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilkin, and we want to talk today about the new growth quest that was just added into the game. Now, there's a lot to discuss here, but before we actually get into running this and the restrictions and all that stuff, we need to talk about the new items. Now, in order to get here, let's go out to the main stage of the game. It should be obvious, but let's just cover it anyway, because every video is somebody's first video. Go to Quest. Go over here to Daily Quest, and where you have your normal daily quests and your upgrade quests, you now have this new one called Growth Quest. And what this is doing is introducing two new mechanics into the game, and they are mechanics, so to speak. You have these growth stones, which are actually ways you can modify and upgrade new units, and you have these fragments of divinity, which are for the third ability board that you now have on all your units. So, just specifically speaking about the ability board, if we go over here, let's go to Bell, because I think he's one of the highest ability boards that I have. Although, in fairness, I have neglected him. So, once you have the first ability board cleared out, once you have that all filled out, you have the second ability board here, where you can actually go in and do some upgrades. And I haven't done any in a while, because I've been kind of amassing some of these and just redistributing some of these. But if you happen to have the second ability board done, which I would imagine probably the vast majority of people watching this have not, but if you have like your favorite units already done, there's now a third ability board where you could do even more upgrades. So, come over here, we have this third board. Now, when you get to the third board, that's where this new fragment of divinity is introduced. So, if we kind of go back here to board 1 and board 2, not that, board 1 and board 2, bam. When you get over here and you start doing these upgrades, actually, let's go to board 2 because it's got them as well. So, these frags right here were specifically for board 1 and board 2, and once you get to the higher echelon, you kind of need one to unlock each one of these levels. Actually, I think it's only that one right there. But when it comes to board 3, it looks like you need these right out of the gate. So, board 3 is going to take a while. For most people, it's going to take a good long time. Also, when it comes to growth stones, let's go back in here to upgrade. Let's actually go to Bell here, because he's probably the best representation of most of these. And so I use him a lot. You'll be able to use growth stones and actually Valis in here to do some upgrades and upgrade a few stats. So let's say, like, I want more strength out of him. I can hit plus. I can eat one of my my growth stones here. And actually, it looks like it used some of the silver, gold, and rainbow gems in order to upgrade him. So I can just then, upgrade stats as I see fit. So see, I think he needs more strength. Let's just, increase his strength exponentially. You can go all in. Basically, if you've played D&D or any, tabletop game, this is how you, manually manipulate stats. Now, for those of you that are big into the PvP, we've talked a lot about MSS. We'll talk a little bit more about it tomorrow. But for those of you that are big into, the PvP aspects, this is a huge thing, because think about how much you can vary up your unit to kind of swap it up on your opponent. So remember, all of Bell's attacks are indexed to his strength, so there are some people that are going to probably try to put it into int, but that's going to be a huge mistake. This is where you really need to know the stats and the specialities of your unit. Let's say maybe you have a unit that you feel is particularly squishy. We've talked a little bit lately about Artemis and all that, and some people have started to say that Artemis, they think is fairly squishy. So let's actually go grab Artemis here, who's not level 90 yet, but needs to be soon. And if I wanted to, I could go into her growth here and just give her more HP to kind of alleviate that, right? So you can manipulate these stats just as much as you want. I can give her more HP, more vitality, and just make her a little bit less squishy. I often talk about the Cassandra, the Halloween Cassandra unit that I'm not a big fan of, and how horribly squishy she is. She's a unit that we could upgrade like that. So this is yet another way to manipulate these stats. Because we go over here and we just kind of go look at her max stats. Her HP is a little low, but obviously by manipulating this, we can increase that stat. It's also another way that when you go into battle, and if somebody sees that you have a level 100 Artemis, they can go, I am prepared for that. I have my counter to that. If you have enough HP and enough int in her, she'll overcome that by a wide margin. So this is a really sneaky and great way for my PvP people to actually get a lot more out of your units. Now, specifically to run these events, this is where it gets dicey, because this is, I don't want to call it a whale event, but This is going to be something really hard for a lot of my free-to-play people to run. Let's go into Growth Quest 2, because I've already done Growth Quest 1. If we go to Prepare for Attack, here's the big limitation. Cannot include adventures or assists that have already been cleared in the party. Only adventures or assists with Awakening 5 or higher can be included in the party. The party must include 2 units. So I have to use 2 max limit broken units in this run. That's going to get dicey. How many units do I have that are max limit broken? Well, actually, I have a few here. And with rainbow gems and things like that, I probably actually need to go upgrade Ataro and run him. But for now, let's bring just for the sake of silliness, let's bring Belle. He's not level 80. You know what? I'm going to bring Eyes. I'm going to bring this Eyes. And we need an assist that is max limit broken for her. And the only one I can think of that I have... Oh, Hermes. Hermes is max limit broken. And then because she's a wind unit, I can actually... Let's give her... Okay. So we can give her this assist, or that scene card, and that scene card. Those are my good wind scene cards. And then I can give her now a good strength scene card. Let's go ahead and filter this down by... Let's reset all this and just go to strength, not stamina. There we go. And then... Yeah, I think that's going to be my best strength increase. And I want to give her an item. She's probably... More than an attacking item, she probably needs something defensively. We'll do that. I think that's going to be a really good one for her. Oh, but that did increase in vitality. Okay, actually, yeah, that'll be good. We'll go with that build. Okay. Now, it seems like I'm not going to be able to use her here. So, you know what? I will use him. And even though I do have a magic... Just for the sake of silliness, let's run Belle here. Our original OG UR Bell. Most everyone should have him fully upgraded. So we'll do that. And I will swap all of these out for more... You know, he's going to need, I think, shield and endurance more than anything else. So... Yeah. We'll do that. So that'll give him shield and stamina. This will give him stamina. No. We'll give him these two. There. Because I just know he's going to need these. Like, there's just no question about it. Because he's level 70. Like, I don't even know if he'll be able to do this. But it's worth a shot, nevertheless. Yeah, let's go. Oh, funny enough, I had the red cape on. So if I kind of go out here for a second, basically it seems like since I already completed Growth Quest 1 with the other unit, I won't be able to complete this with anybody else. So if I go into Prepare for Attack, probably what I would need to do here in Growth Quest 1 is then use another unit that is max limit broken. So every unit you have that's MLB, as you complete these quests, they're going to be locked out of subsequent fights. So if I'm totally honest here, Growth Quest 1, I may want to go in and redo that with someone that's a little lower level. But let's go into Growth Quest 2. I know Growth Quest 1 specifically was basically like a boss rush type situation. So let's run this. Ooh, we are way low level. Let's just see what happens. It looks like it's going to be harder now because of this, but we'll give it our best shot. Now, in fairness, with Growth Quest 1, I attempted that one. I attempted to auto run it to see if that would happen. So with yeah, it's going to be another boss rush type situation. Okay, let's let Belle cook. That is the wrong controller. All right, so he's already taken an unfortunate amount of damage. So honestly, you may want to run him with a healer if you're going to run this guy. So I do have some units that I need to upgrade. Oof. Yeah. This is probably not going to be doable with Bell. This is a tough fight. Like, let's make one thing very clear here. This fight is absolutely no joke. And the Goblin boss has taken, like, no damage. Yeah, so I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to do it with this team. We're going to have to refine this team significantly in order to make this happen. There we are. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's bring out Bell. Actually, Bell might be better if I run Golden Time on him or something. But he needs healing desperately. Yeah, so this one's not going to be doing... And part of it is, too, is I came in here severely under-leveled. So don't make that mistake. So let's go back out here. So it might actually come down to the fact that... Let's go back to Growth Quest 1. Some of this is trial and error because this event just dropped. So let's get rid of her. Remove. Let's put Golden Time on him. There we are. He's still level 70, which makes us a bit sus, but let's see what happens. I'm willing to bet he's going to be level 80. I don't think he's going to be able to do this at level 70, especially where he's at. But honestly, the resources to get him up to level 80 are just not worth it. Let's try this again. Okay. Now, it is a boss rush situation, so you do kind of want to focus mostly on the boss. Get rid of those underlings pretty quick. Ooh, I missed. Where'd he go? There we go. All right, we're on to boss number 2. So you can use some of the underlings actually to build up his special. And that right there is exactly why I don't like auto-running this, because the auto battle system absolutely loves to just put you in the line of danger. So you will just take unnecessary amounts of damage. But actually, you know what? He's handling this pretty well. But you do have a time limit. And there are a lot of enemies here. So you need to keep your eyes on that particular situation there. All right, let's see if that wipes him out. Pretty close. There we go. And the giant ant is going to be one heck of a distraction. So yeah, since I beat this with... since I beat this already with Harmonia, it looks like Harmonia is going to be locked out of further fights. Let's go ahead and use these little mobs to build ourselves up to a special attack. Come on. Plus, these tiny mobs can be a nuisance. Get out of there. Come on, Bell. Ooh. I'm going to let him do that. As much as I want to break him, I don't know if I'm going to be able to like that. All right, here we go. And with him burnt and Golden Time on me here, we should be good to go. Get out of there, Bell! Now! Oh, can we break it? Can we break him? Yes! Let's go! Now, unfortunately, we are hurting for health here, but that is probably evident from the simple fact that... Oop. Or I guess caused by the simple fact that I came in here with a much lower level character than I should have. But nevertheless, we're not doing half bad. I think we have 2 more. Now, as you can tell, these bosses do get progressively more difficult and they seem to have significantly more HP. So with Bell on the track record that he's got for this fight so far, and look at speed, I'm not 100% certain I'm going to be able to handle this, but we're going to give it our best shot nevertheless. But basically, it looks like Battle 1 is one unit by itself soloing. Battle 2 is going to be a duo, and Battle 3 will require a triplicate of units. There we go. Thank you, Hestia. I am going to need that. Woo! That was uncomfortably close. I hate this guy in Abyssal, and I probably am going to hate him more even. Whoop! There we go. Bam! All right. We've got the Orc King, but the stage is still on fire. That's going to be a problem for me. We have 2 Orc Kings. Okay. Oh, yep. I definitely don't want to be inside his area of influence there. Bell. All right. I got 10 seconds till Hestia's back up. All right. While he's building that up, we can kind of attack him here and just do damage as necessary. Come on. We need that healing, girl. And there they both go. So Bell's super is going to take this out. Okay, I think the Minotaur's the last one, so we actually might be able to clear this. But once again, the whole reason that I tested with Harmonia was so that we could auto-run it. Ow. Thought I was out of the line of fire there. The answer was I was not. But as you can see here, the real trick to this, especially for my free-to-play players, the one thing you need to know, build up your alt gauge and hit them with an alt. Now, it didn't really take effective use of... Oh, we got 7 seconds. Ah, come on. Where's Hestia? 30 seconds left. All right. Get a little bit of healing out here and a buff. Come on, we need that special. I'm spending too much time running, and I need that. Oh, we need a second one? Oh, yep. Level 80 was my Achilles heel. Well, that and running around a bit too much, too, probably. With Golden Time active, I should be able to pull this off. Anyway, it was probably me running around too much. So the long and short of it is, if your Bell is level 70, you probably could be able to do this. It's going to be a kind of a pain. But you will have to have units max limit broken. Now, when you get to Growth Quest 3, that one is going to require 3 units max limit broken. We'll talk about that. So a lot of you guys have asked for unit showcases. And I've said that because of the rainbow gems and because of the tickets and all that, there's a couple units that I very much would like to test with. So this gives me a golden opportunity to get some of those tickets spent, upgrade some units. It does not look like the general pool is going to update during this anniversary, or probably ever. But nevertheless, I say probably ever. I know, guys. I know. But they did add like 3 units prior to second anniversary or first anniversary, so maybe eventually. But with the general pool how it is, it does give you significant opportunities to spend those tickets, to get things upgraded, to get your base units max limit broken. We'll come back. We'll retry this one by one, but the main thing is you need to know this exists, and this is how you do it. So for now, like, comment, share, all the good stuff. I'll be back with more soon.